All right, back on the property. Got the pin pointer charged. Got the Mind Lab headphones charged. I don't remember the last time I charged those. They were still holding out. Deus, and then the Deus controller. I ran this thing out of power yesterday, but one thing I did notice, the battery in this has never been good from the old one that I changed out to this new one. And with the new one, I had bought a battery from somebody else here in the States. It was cheaper, same battery, and I put one in my pin pointer. It's been working great. And then I bought one for this, and when I pulled the old battery out, I noticed the new battery had a little different number. So I don't think I have the milliamp hours like the old battery, because this doesn't seem to last as long. I mean, I get a good day out of it, but constantly got to charge it. The old battery I had to constantly charge too, so they were always talking about how many hours you get out of each charge, but I never saw it with this at all. That headphones I do, and the coils I do. Sometimes the high freq coil gives me an issue. Charging it seems like you charge it all night and it doesn't take a charge. I don't know why. That 9-inch round coil. But we used the black one today, and he's got the second house down right now. He's working on it this morning. I thought he told me he was going to clean up the first lot, but apparently he's going to hit he's probably going to hit each house every day. So anyway, get this started up, and this is how you do it, by the way, for you. Some of you have been hearing some things about the Deus. When you start your Deus up, your coil has to be horizontal from the ground. Do not start it up on the ground. It'll never stabilize. It'll never stabilize. It'll drive you nuts. You'll think it's working, but all right, so when you start it up, straight up, okay? Yes. I wonder if I got the right coil. Ooh, this is going to give me problems here. See that button? Very bad. I have to find the spot where it goes. I hate these buttons. Let's see if I got the right coil. I do. See how noisy that coil is? We'll get that straightened out. But again, when you start your Deus, get it right there on the bottom. Start it up in the air. Then you can put it down. Just like that. Got pretty quiet, didn't it? Okay, and you just start going at it, man. But always start it in the air, not on the ground. No bueno, okay? That's one of the big secrets of this coil, any Deus coil. You can ground balance later. There's a piece of ground with nothing in it. Let's just see what it is. See, that button is just toast, man. Whew. I gotta hit this. Go down the pump. A lot of guys in the UK don't use ground balance, but I noticed one thing: you can get a little bit deeper with ground balance. Actually, you can almost gain an inch or more. That 71 is sensitivity on the coil. See if you hit something. Hear that? So you just want to be above the grass, because you'll hit. You can hear the grass. The tiny tings in there. That's grass. You can get it overly sensitive. You don't want to do that. And we're going to hunt with this coil here in the beginning. I'm going to drop it to 12. It likes coins at 12 and 8 kilohertz. Still nice and quiet. Iron volume, reactivity. I'm going to leave it to get down 2.5. Well, you know what? It's just trashy. Get a little better separation. I have my headphones on, so I'll just leave the audio response. This is that volume that on deep coin it's soft, on a high coin or close to the surface it gets much louder, or junk. It's an interesting feature, this audio response. It's a depth volume. Notch, guys, what I'm going to do today or in the morning, because I got a short day, I got a lot of time to mess about. I'm going to notch out and I'm going to go after silver. You see this button? These two are just bad shape, man. I'm pressing the hell out of it to move it. So silver rings up on the day. It's at about, I want to say, you know what, I'll leave it down to 73, 74. So you get a lot of good silver in the 90s and high 80s, but you get you can start getting Indian heads around this number 73. So I'll go to 72. Everything's notched out, but I'm not affecting depth. Golly, man, this is nothing worse than trying to sample out here and show you guys stuff. If you go to discrimination and you discriminate out to 70, 74, you'll only have about 2 inches of depth on your coil. Don't use this to discriminate. Use your notch. By keeping the disc at, I got it wide open at minus 6.4. I got full capacity on that coil as far as depth. With this coil, this is a sensitivity. That's the return signal. It's a small coil, so I'll bump it to 92 since it's not too crazy. I'll go to expert. This is the transmit power of the coil into the ground. I'll go to 3. I'm going to probably change this because this is like running all over the place with your high beams on in a fog. Okay, and then this freq I like, the frequency. So this coil is popping right now. It's pretty hot, and I'm going to try to go after some silvers, see what we do. Okay, that's how you start it up.